Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So today is being Teachers Day. Thank you so much for your wishes and happy Teachers Day to you as well. If you have any teachers in this crowd, okay. So being a teacher is a noble profession. So not all teachers become mentors. Only few people can become mentors and proper gurus. In my life, I had a lot of very good gurus. I love mathematics. I had in my intermediate mathematics, we have one Prasad sir. So he was teaching my mathematics intermediate. You know, his qualification is intermediate only. Stopped it, but he was very brilliant, very brilliant. And in my village, all people used to get. That time we had two mathematics, 150. Everybody used to get, 100% because of his teaching skills. Okay. He stopped his studies because of ragging. Because of ragging, he couldn't complete his BTech. His BTech discontinued guy. But the how he teaches the mathematics is fabulous because of his mathematics in plus one and plus two, especially. I was dreaming that I should teach like him. Right? He was very good. Currently, I think he's working for one of Chaitanya institution, even though he does not have a qualification. BTech discontinued, is very good professor. You give him any maths, whether it is IIT maths or BITS Pilani maths or any maths you give, and within 2 minutes he can solve the problem. So that is what is. He's from my village, and I'm happy to attend his classes. And one more guy called Anju Reddy. So I was in Gurukul. I was in Gurukul for 5th to 10th standard, and his name is Anji Reddy. So he's from Nalgonda. So that is one more guy I never remember in my life, and my village teachers and everybody, and who shaped up. And after that, my graduation and everything, I came to Hyderabad. Then I was working for initial my career 97 to 2000. I was working for a small hotel, and not small, big hotel industry. I was doing my hotel management actually. I'm not a IT guy initially. Even though I have mathematics background, I need to have some food. So I was working for hotel industry for 4 years. So very good hotel industry. I have done my hotel management after my BS, but hotel management diploma. I used to work with Ramosi Film City, Dolphin Hotels Limited, Hyderabad. 4 years I used to, work with celebrities like Shah Rukh Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, all these people I used to work with. Then year 2000, I changed my mindset. Since I have a mathematics background, I wanted to jump into IT. Then in 2000, I met one more beautiful guy in my life. His name is Mr. Srinivasan Ranganath. He's I am Bangalore guy and IIT Madras. I am, IIT Chennai guy. And I got the opportunity to work with this guy. And because of this mentor, this guru, now I completely changed my life. A hotel guy came into IT industry and started sharing my knowledge and working with the society. So he's now 65 years old, Srinivasan Ranganathan from Chennai. And currently he works for ISB, Indian School of Business, Hyderabad. He used to come, and I met him 5 years back. So after that, I did not meet him, but definitely I wanted to go back to Bangalore. I wanted to meet him, and he's my mentor for my IT industry, right? So he's the guy. He told me, Bhaskar, if you're passionate about teaching, you stop doing the work and you have to become a guru. Teach your skills to the society, because not many good teachers in this society, right? So that is how he motivated me, and I have resigned in year 2012. And because of his words, and he says that developer will not have a time to develop himself or develop others, because he's a developer morning to 9 to evening 5. He will be in the office, and by the time he'll come, he does not have a time to develop himself or herself. So if you're a teacher, you will become a good intelligent guy. Plus, also you can share your knowledge with the other people. Definitely, teaching is a noble profession. If you have capability, if you're able to teach well, so definitely you can also come into the teaching field. Clear? So people are earning a good amount of money in the teaching field as well. So I'm able to get more than 1 crore, 2 crore in my, services if I am in the IT field. So the same amount of money or more than that I'm able to earn in the teaching field as well, right? So if you're, if you want to teach something, definitely you need to work for at least 5 to 10 years in the IT industry. And if you wanted to serve the society, serve India, definitely also you should be part of the teaching field so that you can give proper trainings to the students so that they can go and catch the lot of opportunities, because without a teacher a normal guy get into IT industry or any industry is very very difficult, right? So that is the reason why I left my job in 2012 itself, and I am started teaching because I love teaching. I would like to educate the people. I would like to create a bridge between a small student who's from very very poor family, family from villages. Those guys are now get into IT sector. So the simple example is me. I came from very very small family. My father was a daily labor, right? And I couldn't speak not even single English word when I came to Hyderabad in 1997. So that guy now properly shaped, and he's also sharing his knowledge across the society. So definitely anybody can do anything in this life, right? Only thing is that you need to have the motivation, courage. Decisions are important. Many people told me, when I leave my, hotel industry in year 2000, many people told me, Bhaskar, you cannot survive in IT industry because you don't know English. That is the first thing they told me. Second thing they told, IT courses are very, very costly. So because you don't have any support from your family, you cannot get into IT. You cannot do any course. And I asked my father also, I wanted to go to Bangalore and get into IT industry. Even my father told me, no, 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 I cannot support not even single rupee to you. Somehow you need to manage and send at least 1200 rupees or 1500 rupees to support the entire family. This was a story in year 2000. Clear? So even they did not support, but till even though the support is not there, I took decision. I resigned from the hotel industry, then taken some 500 rupees from one of my uncle and went to Bangalore, and somehow I survived. I got a small job, and evening, I used to go for the colleges and learn a lot of IT courses and everything. So 2 years later, in year 2002, I got into IT, and 2003 I got a very good company, Unilever. So within 3 years, I'm able to get 40,000 rupees salary, where I was earning in from Hyderabad hardly some 1200 rupees per month, year 2000. And 2003 my salary is 40,000 rupees. Now again I took decision. That I have to go. And 2003 and 2012 I worked for a lot of companies. Then again I've decided not to continue in this field. I would like to resign. So all these can happen when you have a proper decision making. Decisions can happen when you have a proper mentors behind your screens, right? So if you don't have a proper mentors, definitely, on alone, I cannot take a decision, right? So leaving the company and starting your own business is not very easy after marriage and after your kids, and a lot of things will happen, and you have a lot of things to take care. And doing business is always not guaranteed income, right? You may get one time you may get 10,000, sometimes you may get 20,000. You don't know, right? So always, but definitely I took a risk in 2012 and came out and started our institutions and started teaching. Before that also I used to teach, even though I was working, I used to teach, Saturday, Sunday, or I used to apply leaves for 10 days and take corporate trainings for Infosys, Wipro guys. And that is how I started, getting into the IT industry. End of the day, anybody can become anything. So in my starting career, I was into hotel industry. Nobody thinks that, Bhaskar came from hotel management background, but behind, after that 20 years completely into IT industry, right? So it only thing is that how you think, how you behave. Many people will tell me that, Bhaskar, you cannot do. Why? Because many people have started institutions, they failed. Bhaskar, you cannot get an IT job because many people have already then they are not able to get into IT. Bhaskar, you cannot get a job because you don't know English. Bhaskar, you cannot do these courses because you don't have money. Bhaskar, you don't have this. Everybody will tell you. Only I am the person I will tell you, you don't need anything. So always I read any graduate, any year passed out, 10 years of gaps also, you're into 990 industry also can get into IT industry. Because I knew, because I'm a completely practical guy. I knew I'd seen a lot of guys, even in my case, I'd seen like that. So always I say with my experience. Clear? But other people who studies, BTechs and joins the company, they don't know about all these things, right? They will say you need to have a BTech. You need to come from very, very good college. Otherwise, you cannot go to America. I got a lot of America, US, UK opportunities. I did not go because I wanted to be with my parents because they were having a lot of health issues that time. And again, I wanted to open my, training institute. That is also one more reason. Even though I got a lot of, UK, US opportunities, I did not go. Otherwise, I would have gone there. Chalo guys, okay? So this is what is my story. And happy Teachers Day one more, one more time, guys. And if you're passionate about teaching, definitely you're welcome to this field. Chalo. So today, let us have a beautiful demos. And we had discussed aggregate transformation, balanced data distributed, cache transformation, conditional split transformation, and we spoken about data conversion. Then we spoken about derived column transformation. Then, so a lot of things were discussed, and today I'm going to be talking about a beautiful demo on these transformations. Let me open dev environment, right? Now, I wanted to so take a new project. So how to take a project? Click on this. Now new SSIS package. Now the SSIS package I'm going to be renaming. So demo number 8. So I'll say this with the transformations. Okay. So this with the transformations, I said demo on the trans. So if you wanted to work with the data flow, compulsorily you have to go to control flow. First drag and drop data flow task here. Okay. Then double click on this, you will be able to work with this. If you don't have this, let me delete it. And if you go back, it is telling me no data flow task in been added here. Click here to add one. So if you don't have this, you can click on this and add one like this. Clear? So when you go back here, you can work with this. I wanted to show you something here. I have SSIS source data. Did you get the link? I have a employee file here. In this, I have a large amount of data, employee ID, employee name, employee salary, lot of data, I have it. I have to load this data. Where is the data available in the notepad or the flat file? I have to take the data, load into SQL Server. That is what is my requirement. Get the data from where? Source is my flat file. And I have to get the data, load into my SQL Server. Clear? So I have to use SSIS in between. So what I'm trying to use, I'm trying to use a data flow. Okay. In the data flow task, my source will be flat file. My destination will be SQL Server. It is going to be extracting the data, transforming the data, and loading the data as well. So I wanted to load this data. So how to load the data? So taking a package. Now I wanted to go first drag and drop a source. Where I am? Now drag and drop on data flow task. Go here, come and go to first sources. Drag and drop a flat file source. Where is the flat file source? You have to give a connection. Double click on this. So file connection manager, click on new. Where is the connection? So connection name, you need to write source. I will say employee. Okay. And where is the file? Click on the browse, click on the D drive, go to SSIS source data, employee file, click on open. Now it is English India. Now this is what is called ANSI. All of them don't change. It is a delimited file, fixed with the file or ragged, right? It is a delimited with the comma, blah, blah, blah. And header rows to skip, column names in the first data row. You need to check this. Remaining things don't change anything. And preview. When you preview, you will be able to get this. But when you uncheck this, in the preview, you will be able to get column 0, column 1. So column names are employee ID. It has become a data. So you need to check always column names in the first data row. If you wanted to skip some rows, for example, first 10 rows, I would like to skip. You can say 10. So first 10 rows will not be loaded. Am I clear? So this is what is called 0. Then there's a text qualifier. What is a text qualifier? I'll tell you. Sometimes you will be able to get the data like this. Employee ID, employee name, employee salary. You will get like this. Employee 1, comma. Employee name Ram, comma. Employee have 2000. Then employee number 2. Okay, comma. So his name is, let us say, Adi. Employee number, like that, you will be able to get some data within some specifications. So I don't need a data in the destination with the columns. So what is the text qualifier? Text qualifier is a double quotes. When I keep like this, what will happen? When I keep like this, when the data is loaded, to the destination, all the quotations are removed. All the quotations are removed. So this is what is called a text qualifier. If you have any extra things that I wanted to remove and I wanted to load them, clear? So I wanted to load them. This is what is called text qualifier. So text is having some extra data that I wanted to remove. What is that you would like to remove? So you need to go and write the text qualifier is double quotes so that will be removed. Am I clear? So like that, you should be able to perform. So let me show you once again. Double click on this, click new. The name you need to give, whether source or destination. What is the file name? Employee file. Click on the browse button. Go to D drive or C drive, wherever you have a data. Who's going to be giving you data? It will be given by the customer. Go and click on this file given by the customer and don't change anything. Make sure it is on. Now preview, everything is fine. Now you will be able to have the data. All the columns are here and delimiter is comma. If you have any other delimiter, you can change. As of now, it is a comma. I can choose. So these are the columns I have. If you wanted to delete a column, go delete this column. This data is not going to go. Clear? Go to general, columns, advanced preview. Now everything is fine. Click on OK. Now preview once more. Everything is fine. Click on OK. Clear? So this is what is my data. If you understand this, there is a wrong gender. A is not the proper gender. L is not a proper gender. K, gender column is having a wrong data. So what I want like to do, I want to take male data to one destination, female data to one more destination, error data to one more destination. So error means the letters are not male or female. I'm having a wrong data. When you have a wrong data, I have to remove it. Clear? So let me show you the file, and this is my file, right? Employee file. Now some of the data is not so cleaned. What is the data? Employee gender LAKD. This is a wrong data. So according to the customer requirement, if the gender is not having proper data, you consider this as a error data. Remove this data. Don't load the data. So how to remove? We need to use which transformation? Conditional split. Clear? So I'm going to be using a transformation called splits the input data based on a filter condition. Unmatched rows go to the default output. I wanted to go and drag and drop. Where is that? In the common transformation, condition split, drag and drop. Immediately what you should do, you have to create a link like this. Always you need to create a link, then only you can do that. Otherwise, it is impossible to perform the transformations and everything. Clear? Always you have to create a link. So you need to always create a link and double click on this. So you have columns. So which column you would like to take? Gender, drag and drop gender. So gender equals to double quotes M. So what is the meaning? So case one is a male data. You can write like that. So drag and drop gender once more. Gender double equals to double quotes capital F. And this is what is called female data. Like that, we can manage this is what is called error data, or you can say unmatched data. So there are three data: unmatched data and this data and that data. Clear? Unmatched rows. You can completely say male data, female data, unmatched data. This is the condition. So you have to expand this and write the condition. Click on OK. Now what you do? You have to simply go and drag and drop a destination. What is the destination? You have to go OLEDB destination. I told you, you can always connect. So which one to connect? Male data, female data, or this data? I will take female data first. Double click on this and you have to give a connection. Click new and I have to remove this, and you can remove whatever. If you have something, create a new one. I wanted to go to server name is a dot, database name I can choose a company, and a test connection is succeeded. Click on OK. OK. Now OK. Clear? So you don't have a table. So table or view fast load. Fast load means fast I have to load the data. I will discuss about these two important things. The table or view fast load. We need to choose this. And name of the table you don't have, you need to create a one where it will get created in the company database. Click new. Now, what is the database name? You can say employee, but you can say female underscore EMP. So this is the name of the table. Clear? So everything will be there. Click on OK. Now you have to go to mappings. Check everything is properly. There are not. Click on OK. Now you are going to be sending female data here. Now drag and drop one more destination. Take the blue pipe and connect like that. This time I'm going to be taking the male data. Click on OK. Again, you need to configure. Double click on this. Company new. Fast load. Click new. This time, the table name is called not female. It is completely this time completely male data. Male employees data. Click on OK. Click on OK. Why the error mark? Error it is showing because you have to compulsorily click on mappings and check everything is properly mapped or not. Okay. Now this is gone to, this is female data, male data. Let me take it. I would like to take again blue pipe. This time I want to have a unmatched data. Double click on this. Create a new one. So this what is called unmatched underscore employee. Okay. Na? So 3 tables have been created. Compulsorily click on mappings, click on everything is properly mapped, source to destination, input column, destination column. Fine, everything is done, save the package. Okay, now everything is ready. I have to close the other package. How to close other package? Right click on this, close all but this. Other package is close, save the file. Now you have to start. When you click on the start button, the data is going to go to matched data, unmatched data, female data 3, male data 10, unmatched rows are 11, but unmatched rows are only 4, 5. How come it is 11? We will see that, issues. Then I would like to stop. Now go to SQL Server. Let me open SQL Server here. Please wait. The SQL Server is going to come. It will take some time. First time I'm opening, it will be time consuming because I don't have space in the C drive. It is almost done. Because if you don't have enough space, it will give you a lot of issues. Okay. I have to remove the C drive content. It is opened. Click on connect. Go to which database? Company. So you need to click on this. Click on new query window. So you have to write the company database name. What is the company? Use company. Now write the select star from the table names. How do you know the table names? Go to here, refresh once and go to company. The tables are three. One is called male employees. Oh, this is not the one. Female data. You got the correct data. The next one, male employees. You also got the data, male employees data. Then the next one, you have to get the unmatched employees. Now let us see the data. Now you have LAKD is fine. Why this data came in? Male, female is also fine. But why this data means it is uppercase, lowercase data it came because when you write some expression, it is a case sensitive. So when you write uppercase, it is going to be taking only uppercase males, lowercase males. So what I should do? I have to change all the data to uppercase. If you see the data, some data is in lower, some data is in upper, right? Some data is in lower, upper, lower data it is not taking. So how to change the case? So there is a, if you go to other transformation, there is a character map transformation. So what I'm trying to give, I'm trying to change everything to uppercase. I take gender column. So this one in place change. So what is operation? Uppercase. Clear? In place change means in that column only I wanted to make or create a new column. I don't want to create a new column. Take a gender column, the operation make everything into uppercase. Now all the data, uppercase data will go here. Now it is going to be working fine. Otherwise, you will have these many issues in the SQL Server. So remember, so I have to delete this data and load it. How to delete all the data? So you have to know and get the data. So you need to delete all the data because it is not correctly loaded. I want to delete all of them and I wanted to load them. Clear? So it is make sure that you're deleting the data from this. You don't have any data. So how to delete this data? Like this, you will be able to delete, right? So go. One command by one command will get executed. So this is how I would like to delete the data. So what I'm trying to do, go to copy and I go to control flow. Before loading the data, what I'm trying to do, I always delete the loaded data. So I go here, double click on this. I go, so drag and drop. And the first one is this and double click on this. I go, give a connection. Where, which connection? I have to go to this connection. You have to better rename this connection because it is a source file. It is a destination. Destination is underscore SQL. Okay. Now double click on this. You have to go to where? Destination. And you have to click on dot. Copy paste all the commands. So what you're doing, you're always deleting the data and then you're loading the data. So like that, sometimes we delete the data from the destination tables, then we load the data, right? Always what you do, if you have a water in the bottle, you remove the water first. Again, you pour the complete full bottle like that. You delete the data, you load the data. So I wanted to go to data flow. You can see how the execution is happening. This time, only 4 rows went, 5 rows female, 15 rows male, only 4 rows. Stop debugging. Just go back and check and delete this. And let me execute one by one. Make sure you run the company. So you have, this is female data. This is completely male data. This is what is called completely unmatched data. Clear? So like that, we are able to do this thing. So we will be able to use what is called as a character map. So what is that? Somewhere we discussed about this, right? Character map. Where is that? So character map uppercase to lowercase, it only works for the string data. So that is what I implemented. Without this also, let me delete this. I can write the commands like this. What I can do, I can write, so gender equals to male, or means you can go operators. You can go to operators. So you can write or means what? This is or you can say same thing, or gender equals to small m. You can write like this. You can write or operator. You can simply drag and drop the or operator. Then capital M, capital F, small f also like that. Male, female data also you can have like this, right? Now, let me execute. It will delete all the data from here. Then it will load the data. Click on start button. All the data is got loaded. Now, when you click on the data flow, you will be able to get proper rows only. Now, either male data, female data doesn't matter. You will be able to get the same rows. So you have this data, you have this data, and you have this data only. Clear? So everything, either male or female doesn't matter. It is able to bring it here, male, female, as it is. We are not converting either this or that, both of them you can bring it. That is what is one more thing. Or you can also do one more thing. So instead of writing two conditions, you can use one more thing also here. What is that? There is a function called uppercase. When you go to string functions, string, everything it will make it to uppercase. So string functions come upper somewhere, lower, replace, come down. So there is an upper function. This one you can drag and drop. Okay, you can say upper of gender and close the bracket and press enter. You can also drag and drop upper. So close everything. You have to put in this and press enter and press OK. Clear? So it will make gender upper and it performs the things. It is also save the file and you will be able to do lot of things. 4 rows, 15 rows and 5 rows. Everything is happening properly. You will be able to go to SQL Server and cross check. So when you check this data, so you will be able to know. So check this data. If you get a 4 rows, means remaining is completely neatly working fine. Okay, now. So like that, you should be able to do uppercase, lowercase, everything here. Now, sometimes I wanted to make male and female data. You can say this data or this data. So you can say this data or this data. I don't need this one. Right click and delete this. So this is completely matched data, matched rows. Okay, this is unmatched rows. Either male or female doesn't matter. I wanted to send it to 1. So I don't need this one. I need only matched and unmatched. Okay, so I wanted to create a new one. This is completely matched rows. Matched employees. So I don't need female or male. I'm creating a one table called matched and unmatched, and remaining tables I would like to delete. So this one, so female data, delete it. Okay. Now, male employees, right click and delete it. This employee also I don't need. And employee is there. Now you refresh, you will be able to see one more thing also. One is called matched employee, unmatched employee. So this one I don't need. So one is called matched is blank and unmatched. So I wanted to go and make the changes here as well. So 3 tables are not there now. Okay. So delete from matched employee, go delete from unmatched employee. 2 tables only I have it. I have to map and save and click on start button. Clear? I have a male employee, matched or unmatched, not male and female. So you will be able to go get the matched data. Have you seen this data? So completely male female data is here. So you have unmatched data is here. Now in this, I wanted to write a condition. What is the condition? If the male is, if the gender is a male, I have to prefix Mr. Bhaskar Jogi. Mr. Bhaskar Jogi. If it is a F, Miss Sonia, Miss Rajashri, like that, I wanted to write a condition. If you wanted to write some condition or expressions, so what is that you have to use? You have to use a derived column transformation. Okay. What is that you have to use? There is a transformation called derived column. Read this message. So the purpose is to have the complex expressions. Am I clear? What is the requirement? If the gender equals to male, then the name must be prefixed with Mr. else Miss. So in C language, there is a ternary operator. So in that, you need to write the condition first. If the condition is a true, you will be executing the true, else you will be executing the false. This is how you are going to be writing the condition, right? So if it is, I have reversed it. So this is what is called true. So this one. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning is, if this is a true, this portion will get executed, else this portion will get executed. We'll write, if gender equals to male, okay, if it is a true, what will be executed? We need to write Mr. dot and plus. Plus means concatenation, the name of the employee, else Miss dot space plus name of the employee, right? Okay. So this is the condition I have to write. If this is a condition, if this is a true, this will be getting executed. False means this will get executed. True, false, we are going to be writing. Condition, we are going to be writing here. This is coming from a C language. The same language, I can write it in this one. Condition, action 1 and action 2. So how to write this? Where to write this? So before dumping here, remove this. I have to go to common derived column, right? So you have to have like this and go get the blue link. Now double click on this, write the expression. What is the expression? Gender equals to male, question mark. So double quotes Mr. dot space plus concatenation, drag and drop the name. Else means this one, and again double quote Miss dot space plus drag and drop the name here and press enter. Oh, I did not give the question mark here. Why? something is wrong here, right? So drag and drop gender, capital M, question mark, Mr. Dot plus name. Same thing I can copy, colon, miss. Press enter. Now it is becoming perfectly fine. Now you see whatever I told you, same things I discussed. Only there small case, uppercase gender. This is as it is, you have to write small name. If it is the name of the column is employee name, you have to take the employee name. Uppercase, lowercase, everything you need to know clearly. And it is written. Done. Done. So I will be able to have this data. Now create a link and save and start. 20 rows went here, stop the roll, and you will be able to go and execute this. You will be able to get what happened. You did not get anything. I have to get this right. Something is happened, not happened properly. Let me execute once again. Why? Any reason why it is not happening properly? So they have taken derived column name. So I need to do here. No, don't take any new column. Replace the name itself. Okay. I am saying you create a new column. I don't want to create a new column. Replace in the name itself. That is what is I missed. And click on OK. Now save and start now. Because if you get any error, you will be able to just go back and check it out. Now you see. Execute this. Execute. You will be able to get female, miss, and everything is male, female, male, female. Have you seen this? Now all the data came in here. This data, there is no need of having like that. Okay? So like that male data, female data, I wanted to have like this, and I wanted to also improve. And one more requirement, I wanted to have to modify the table. How to modify the table? Alter table. Table name. Add column, insert date, time, and it is a date and time. So I would like to add one new column. Now see the data, you will be able to get one more column. Okay? So how to add one new column? Alter table, table name, add column, column name, data type. I'm able to get the data. So what I wanted to do, delete from. So all the data I wanted to delete, but I wanted to have a date and time. Whenever it is getting executed, that date and time I would like to have. But it is not coming from the source. Source does not have the date and time here. So then you can use what? Derive column. There is no date and time column here. So you can also have the date and time column from the derived column. So you go, now you have to drag and drop or create a new column. So what is that column I would like to have? So I am going to be using get date. So I would like to create a new column. The column name you can give as a same column. So what is the column name here? Control C. And this time you're going to be adding a column. Add as a new column. The new column will get the data, get date. Get date means current date and time. So you're adding a new column. So that one, you need to add it here. When you go to mappings, so you will be able to get insert a date and time. This is a new column that we, if you say ignore, data will not go. You have to add like that, save and click on a start button. See now, lot of things you will understand how to insert the date and time values. So you will be able to know this data got loaded on so and so date, clear, so and so time. So like that, you will come to know how many times you got, how many times you have loaded the data. You will see different dates and times means you will be able to get lot of answers. Customer may ask you how many times the data got loaded here. You will have different dates each and every time. Am I clear? So like that, you will be able to have this data. Now, one more requirement, store the data not only in this, store the data also in Excel. Where is the Excel? This. Store the data in also raw file, like that, one by one. So first let us talk about Excel, or before that, let me store the data into the raw file. Raw files are stored, raw files are faster. It will not parse the data. That's what I told you. Now what I'm trying to do, I would like to link, but there is no blue pipe. If I get a red pipe, it will give you error data. So I don't need error data. We'll talk about this red pipe later. So I need a blue pipe. Blue pipe is already connected, but I cannot get one more blue pipe to connect. What is the requirement? Get the same data, same matching data. You give to SQL Server, you give to raw file, you give to Excel. So one input, multiple destination means what you need to do? You have to get, there is a multicast transformation. This is the one. Okay? You connect a blue pipe, double click on this. Nothing is there to configure. Okay? So no need of configuration. One copy can go here. One more copy can go to raw file, double click on this, create a raw file. Where you need to create a raw file in D drive. Okay. And I create a one folder called some Japan folder. I'm creating a Japan folder. In that, I'm going to be creating a file called employee underscore matched rows dot raw. You need to give the extension. So click on open. Always this file will get created. It is going to be loading all the data. Select all the columns which you wanted to add. Very, very simple. It is going to be creating a file. See, there is no connection made. So there is a connection here. And there is a connection here. But there is no connection. Driver is not required. So directly it can dump the data to this file, save and start. All the 20 rows went here. All the 20 rows went here. I will show you the file. Go to Japan. So this is the raw file. Right click and open with what? Open with a notepad. Open with what? Notepad, because you don't have anything to open. So it is unstructured. I told you, right? You cannot read the data. It is unstructured. You cannot read the data, but you can take the data and dump into anywhere so that it can work. So like that, I would like to dump the data to Excel. One more copy should go to Excel. Take a blue pipe, double click on Excel. You create one Excel file. Where is that you would like to create? Go to D drive, go to Japan folder. Now in this only, I would like to create. So employee matched. Okay. So click on open. It's going to be creating XLS 97 to this one has rows. So you have to create a one sheet. File will get created. Within the file, you need to create a sheet. Clear? Click new. The sheet will have matched rows. That is the sheet name. Click on OK. Now click on OK. The sheet name will have matched rows dollar symbol. Dollars means a sheet name. Matched rows. This is what is called a mapping. So you will be able to create one Excel. This is also you can rename. This is destination underscore row Excel. Okay. So one copy of data will go, one copy of data will go, one more copy of data will go to raw file. Raw file does not have any driver, so you need not get it here. So still it is showing you like that. So what is this? I told you column ID cannot convert. So what is the meaning? So Excel data. So Excel data, as I told you, Excel data is a DTW or STR data, but we are getting the notepad data. This data we are trying to send it. So this data is having a DT but you have to convert into unique code. So flat file data is non-unique code data and Excel data is unique code data. Convert the DT to DTW then only it will work. So go and convert. Otherwise, this red signal will not go. Remove this line. Go to common. Data conversion, you're going to be doing it. Double click and you have to convert everything first. Take everything. So you need to say, you press U, you will get unique code. Press U, press U. This is not needed because this we don't need. We can remove this. Okay. So this data, this is, you can say, converted employee ID. Okay. You have to write like that. I am not going to be changing for everything, but you have to write like this and click on OK. Now you need to map those two things. Double click on this. Go to mappings. Which one? Converted. Converted. Remaining, I did not convert. Copy of a salary. Copy of a gender. Copy of this one. So date and time you need not convert. Click on OK. The red signal is gone. Signal is gone. Symbol is gone. Click and start. Again, it is failing. If you fail, what is the problem? I will tell you. There is an issue here. You can just copy the issue and read. So, Excel failed. No information. Go to the next issue. Nothing is there. One more, nothing is there. Something is here. Just read. Always you copy and read. Read this. Something is not registered. If the 64-bit driver is not installed, run the package in 32-bit mode. What is the problem? I'll tell you. So, SSIS is running in 62-bit because our OS is 62-bit. Okay. I'm using Excel, old Excel I'm using. It is in the 32. This is 64-bit mode. So SSIS is running in which mode? 62-bit mode. And Excel is in 32-bit because I'm using 2007, very old Excel. So now this you cannot increase, but you can decrease. Yes, run SSIS in 32-bit mode so that it can work. Clear? Because you cannot increase, you can decrease this, right? How to decrease? You go to data flow, you stop first. Go to SSIS, right click on this, go to properties, configuration properties, open this, clicking on debugging, run 64-bit runtime, make it to false. So that you will be able to run this in 64-bit mode. Right click, properties. It will be like this. Open this, debugging, click on this false. Now save the package, start. Now one copy of data going into SQL Server, one more copy going here, one more copy going here. You will be able to see that data, and you can also go to format, auto layout diagram neatly. Automatically diagram will get arranged. Go to where, Nana? Format, auto layout diagram. Neatly it will get occupied. Neatly it will get organized. Go to your D drive, Japan. One copy will come here. It is unstructured data. One more copy will be there in the matched rows. This is one more copy of the data. You will be able to get it here. Yeah, am I clear? So this is how one source, multiple destinations we can go. So this one you need to practice, condition split, then a derived column, multicast, all of them you need to practice and come tomorrow with the questions. This is one demo covering many things. Tomorrow we'll see some more demos. Thank you, guys.